beginning of another big harvest day. Doing our morning service and trying to race these beans. They keep getting dry. They're 9% by the end of the day, so as soon as we can thresh this straw, we're gonna go for it. We got this 63 acres we used to pull in here and really struggle. One machine, it takes a long time to cut all that out. It's all divided up. But with two, it was kind of a joy to, it was kind of a fun time to run. We've not had fun, I don't think, ever running this field until last night. So looking forward to today. We've got a big field, it's 130 acres. Nice cruiser field, hopefully. So looking forward to moving there. It's just down the road. Now we have 750 gallons of diesel. And what is that? 50 gallons of DEF. The diesel goes in right here. We've got DEF tanks right there. John Deere uses a metal tank. Plastic, I guess, you get hot and it immediately melts and your fuel fire starts. I guess the theory would be this metal's not going to melt like that. Well, we made it. It's already got us opened up. Now it's got the head pulled in, a lot of room to move around. Easy peasy. Kind of nice being the second combine in line. I'll take it. Now it's got my head on. Brian's opening up. We'll get rolling. 9:30, so getting a good start.
Yeah, that's fine. You're going to want settings closer to around 620 on your concaves, 15 and 4 just for a little.
So we've got to rev the machine up and not move for a second. We're going to speed our rotor up. We're at 550. So we're going to go up to 600. And we're going to tighten this down to 20. So I've got a 15 on my top screen, 4 on my bottom, 600 on my rotor, and 20 on my threshing clearance. Going to leave my fan alone. Beans are a little tough this morning. Need a little momentum with that rotor. Now after doing those settings, I'll need to look at my tank after I get rolling here. I'm going to focus on dropping an AB line. I'll run right where he did and drop my AB, and it seems to work really well if I take my time and do it. Just the foliage, the beans themselves are perfectly dry. 2 miles an hour, just growling. Thing is, in a half hour, they'll dry right up. I check that out. Okay, we've got 13 beans right now. That's great. They were 8 and 9 when we stopped last night. So if we can get these without turning anything up, we're making money. 9% versus 13%. We're 13 and a half, which is really good. 13's perfect. I plug my head, and what will happen in a combine, you'll get a series of events. I pushed a little dirt, just got hung on something. So it piles up, and then it got in the side of the belt, got in the side of the auger, and it had me jammed up. I just had to battle it for, I don't know, 15 minutes. Not bad, but a combine just doesn't go out and run, especially in soybeans. You usually have to do a lot of adjusting. We've adjusted our machine and the monitor. I've been adjusting my head. I've rolled the head back slightly, increased my pressure, take a little bit of the ground pressure off the head, just things to keep it from dragging. In the morning, the moisture from the night air, I see dragging dirt right now. Rolled my head back slightly, took a little more pressure off, changed my ground speed. As soon as these dry out, they won't even challenge to feed. It's just a little bit challenging when you start the morning and when you end the night. You have to adjust. So he had her stop, and then he's getting a weight and calibrating his. We track all our loads through the scales. No matter what, we dump a combine, we dump it on the grain cart so that the scales record it.
Got it, thank you.
And we use that for all our record keeping. It's the most accurate way we've found. Brian had a little downtime. He had a hydraulic line burst. He fixed it, but we're on our last pass, and we're going to have this big field done. Still a lot of time to spare. End of the day, it's 2 o'clock. Perfect. Brian's taking the last pass. Both pulled into 27 acres, and it just didn't last long. Running 4 miles an hour now. Beans are real dry. It's crazy. 8-9% come afternoon. It's one of those years where I have beans that are over dry. Hurts your yields overall, but nothing you can do about it other than just keep after them like we're doing. Of all the years to have 2 combines, this is a good one. It's allowing us to get our beans done very efficiently compared to normal. So we're ahead of schedule for what we normally would be with beans. She's hitting there too. Beans are super dusty. I was having trouble seeing last night. My lights actually had a black dust over them. I was sitting there wondering, I'm like, man, the lights aren't very good on this. Just kind of dim, and enough dust in one day to cover the lights where you couldn't see out of them. So yeah, they were really, really dusty in some bottom ground last night. One pass left after this, and then we've got this thing. Field's at 35 right here. Brian's putting the head on right in front of me. His head showed up first, so we swap spots. Got replants in here. You can see them. We're going to leave those. Got another field done. We're getting ready to head to an 80. Not far from here. Had to go home and get a couple semis. Got everything buried. 2 combine problems. Getting ready to get dark. We're in this big field, got it opened up. Grain cart's not here. Our yield monitors are calibrated, so we're just dumping on there. We don't do that very often. We'll just radio the grain cart operator and tell them what our weight is. So that'll get us back going. Clean my lights off. They work tonight. Starting to think I didn't have lights on this thing. Dumping on semis like old times. Do it at mid throttle so it doesn't splatter as bad. It's not too bad to do. It's just we filled everything before grain carts with combines, wagons, straight trucks, even semis. Oh yeah. See, I'm one of those old guys in a young guy's body, or vice versa, whatever you call that. Watch this. If I spill. Oh. Looks like a good pour to me. What do you guys think? I guess I can still fill with the combine. So here's our field we're doing. And here's Poet. Kind of see right there. This field's just this part. We are making great progress, guys. Guys, I've not had very good footage in the evenings. It's just dusty. I mean, right there, you see what I see. There's not much to see. Okay, getting ready to head over to the field and do some service. We're going to go for another big day of harvest. We're in an 80-acre field, got it opened up. It got dusty last night. They were testing 8%. We didn't run real late because of that, so we're going to try to start early. They were testing 13 when we started early yesterday, so maybe we can do that, just as long as they don't thresh too hard. It's harder on the machine, but Brian and I were talking about adjustments we can do so we can start early and then we can adjust as the day goes on. We're at the field across the road from our Alexandria Poet plant. Brendan planted this in the rain, and that was when I was riding on the back of the planter. There's a video. If I remember it, I'll put it up there. Beautiful morning. Material's a little damp, so we've got more time than I thought. It dried out yesterday, and we just kind of got caught off guard. We didn't want that to happen today. Brian's up there tuning on the 680. Check to make sure that the pump's transferring the oil as it should. He monitors that regularly. He's looking at his sickle. I think he got it done. My sickle, when I pulled in, I did a couple sections, so unless I hit something right there in the dark I didn't know about, I should be pretty good. Check our sick out right here. Okay. So I did get something I wondered. It's right over there. I probably mowed a piece of rebar off. Morning, Brennan! The carriage bolt was stuck and just spinning and spinning. I fought it in the dark last night. I'm going to fix that problem. I'm just going to grind it off. Turn that into molten metal and I'll knock it out. We'll put a new one in. Right there, I just kind of ground the nut off. Now I'll take a punch and just knock the bolt out, put a new one in. Brian got going. Brennan stopped. He's helping me. We broke this sickle section and this guard. To get this nut off, you have to disassemble a few things. So we were disassembling. Of course, I had to break the end guard. The end guard, you have to do some disassembly to get to it. I'm going to find a shorter bolt too. There's no reason it has to have that long bolt. I just heard another bolt drop on the ground. Okay. All that work, all I was doing was grabbing too many beans. I probably mowed a piece of rebar off or a little tree. Now, don't break these off. Nope. Don't want to do that. No, no, no. You can tell I'm a little rusty, right? Just learning the Deere hit. I left that. Maybe I can do it. No. Okay, I got my head fixed. I'm just a little slow this morning. It's all back together. Also had to grind a bolt off here in the center. Got a new one in. That's fixed. No other sickle sections. Did the greasing on the ends. Brennan got all that stuff. Now Brian just radioed that we ought to switch the feed accelerator belt, which is right here.
Either is technically okay if when they're tough and dry, you want to jump up. I didn't think it's
Cool. Yeah, we got our feed accelerator reset. I'm gonna dump my rock trap. I gotta get cutting. Goes on if I put it on right. Okay. We're gonna get this day started. Brian's already rolling here. No, I got all our trucks dumped. He stayed late last night.
So I'm doing the hydraulics to trying to open up this auger and it's not doing anything.
I can answer that.
On your joystick, raise the auger.
You gotta raise it. The joystick makes it. It's got a safety.
Triggered the little valve, and it won't fold or unfold until you pull up the auger on the joystick.
What he said. Let's see if it fixes it.
Yeah, got it.
Yep, good to go. I turned the power off. I forgot. One more trip down the ladder. Hopefully it's the last one for a while. There. Okay, fire in the hole. Whew, we're gonna get some air conditioning on. Okay. When we quit last night, we just left some beans on the hopper. Hope they picked up about 3% moisture. They were running 8% when we shut down last night. And that costs big money when they get that dry.
If you can hold back, I'll be there in a few minutes.
Think I can just use my AB from last night and be alright, or do I need to reset? Opinion? Just go ahead and dump these off, save her from having to chase this while everybody gets going. Noah switched bins. Actually, Noah switched bins twice yesterday. And dumped the trucks. Brennan showed up early. Brittany's running the cart, the heads, everything. So everybody's stepping up their game, and when we all push in the same direction, we're getting a lot done. More than we've ever got done in our careers. We've never had this kind of machinery. Run one machine. We were really efficient with one machine, but we didn't realize how hard we were having to run one machine. We're making strategic decisions when we do shut the combines down. Last night at 8%, Brian decided to shut down. You know, before we would have ran till 1 or 2 in the morning. Who are we kidding? And we would have had to keep going because of one machine. With 2 machines, I thought that was a good idea. And we shut down. It was dark, couldn't see anyway. Let's protect the machines. We come back this morning, field opened up. They're a little tough to start, but they're 13%. So we're going to run them. I'm going to tilt my head back. We're going to just tilt it back slightly to start. Run a little slower ground speed. We're going to want to pick our reel up. You don't want it to bunch. And otherwise, I should be good to go. Just mainly adjusting your head, your ground speed. You want to be really smooth and consistent so you don't get ball up the crop. Sounded funny there for a second. Just want to listen to things in a combine. When you hear a noise, that's when you got to stop. I see a field obstacle. That's the property line. Actually, Poet has us farm this little area that's their yard, just so they don't have to mow as much. Works out because our field's right here. It's just one of those things. 4.5 miles an hour, but they're 13%, 12.5, and they were 8 last night. I'm having to go slow. It'll change in half hour. Makes a big difference. We're right on top of them. I'm glad I didn't start any sooner. It's good sometimes just to stop, slow down, and think about what you're doing. This morning, just getting things fixed. It's a good decision. Waiting these out a little longer. We're right on top of them. If I can run 1.5 miles an hour and get them to feed proper, that's not too bad. 45 feet, so yeah. road's there, but you still, as you come over the radio and say, see it's right there, it's a white post. And we put the white PVC over it so we would know if it's a fence post and you don't want to mow that off. Get squared up here, and then we'll line up for that one run. We're 85% full, so we're not full yet, but we're getting there. First dump of the run of the day. First of many. Brighton's running a grain cart. Out of school for the weekend. He got synced right up, good hustle. He's got both of us picked up for dumps on the run, and he'll have enough to fill up the semi on the cart when he gets to the end. Got this 80 acres done. That didn't take very long. I know I say that every time, but it really wasn't that long. We've got a 42 and a 40 just right down the road on the other side of those trees right there. There's a railroad track in between them. Popped out for a second. We're on our last pass. This is our cornfield. We will be back for 53 acres. So that's an all plant there. Here comes Brian. Got this field done. I'll move on to the next one. Just right down the road, 40 acres, like 42 acres, like we were talking. Head trailers, the guys have them lined up. Brian's got his head off. He'll go first. There. They'll move the heads with us. They'll come back, grab two semis, come back, and grab one semi, and the other guy goes to ADM. And then Bryden drives the cart. Me and Brian drive each combine. That's how we're getting ready to move. Getting better at lining up on the head trailer, but that's a relative term. I don't know if anybody's ever just perfectly good at putting heads on and off. I'm decent, but got my moments so I can just fight it. Went over to Brian's. He's got a concave with 2 bolts missing again. It's not all the way out, but he's also, I counted 4 chopper knives missing. And I thought I seen his tailboard vibrating. Thought, nah, it's just me. I got to start looking into that closer. They were probably busted up earlier. It's hard to line up. You can't really see, and I've got marks on this back side. It's pretty close. Hey, I'm going to take that. That's a good one. You got to go up far enough, but not too far. I think we're good. And that's how you set the head off. And the other thing we need to do, we're going to hit this button or hit this. We're gonna fold down our power hopper. So you hit this button, and it does this. Just like that. Now we're ready to go down the road. Well, not quite. Don't want to forget this ladder. And yeah, no power ladder. Just a regular old twisty knob and pull on it. Dang, the guys are working on the combine. Brennan's getting to be a pro at these chopper blades.
Professional.
Man, broke them off again. Wow. Any help?
Yep.
Is the bottom one in or is it gone?
It's gone, I think.
Oh,
I think that's how you got broken knives back there.
I ate it again.
So, how do you get this to push back?
But that'd have been.
Mounting. I didn't realize we got like that railing until I just saw it. If I had a giant adjustable wrench, I could squeeze on there. Could probably bend it.
Probably bend it. I bet so. I bet it bends. I bet it's meaner than it looks.
I didn't realize what you meant by the rail being bent.
And if not, you can push on that. Brittany's headed over to the dealer, Reynolds, to get another concave, some bolts, and some chopper knives. I just don't know what is happening there. I know they tightened those. I watched it. I know they were tight, but they're gone, so something happened. Can't keep eating concaves. Oh, man. Main rail's bent. We're going to have to bend it back. There's a lot going on there. Hate to leave the guys, but we have to have one machine keep running. Beans are 12% right now still. Pop her in road mode and just hop right down the road. Oh man, I hate leaving the guys when they're broke like that. I know it's what we have to do, but told them just drop the grain cart, 2 semis, and leave me in the combine. I can even dump my own cart if I have to while Brian needs help. I just don't want the guy that's down left alone if possible. We have to slow the show down, we just do. Main thing is we still have one machine running, and we're not in big fields, so this is really not too bad. Just timing's not ideal. We just didn't plan our day out and stuff, and that changes all of that. Everybody had the food things planned, our moves planned. We actually have a wedding that we're going to attend later today. So there's a lot going on in the background. And like usual, when you have that, Murphy's Law, something usually will slow you down. Part of it, we're used to it. Things like that when I was younger would bother me. You just go with the punches anymore. You just know the farm equipment's going to do what it does no matter what you're doing, and you just roll with it. They're having a fall festival at the local pumpkin patch up here. We're blown away from it. I was sitting here, my heart sank, because I thought, man, I'm going to dust all these people. They're not going to like me. Luckily, it's kind of blown away from them, and I guess we'll just give them a little show. Just kind of looking in my mirror, I see my head coming. Nose right on it. Got my head right here. Okay, I did that too early. That's okay though. Oh, that wasn't very graceful. Not real sure what I did. On the handle, you can see my up is here. That's on that angle. I'm always wanting to push up right here like the Hagee or the other combine. By doing that, I tilt right all the time. And when I tilt right, it messes me up. There's a gauge right here that shows when you're level. And and I need to keep my eye on that. That's why that popped on the trailer. I didn't catch it. I was hitting that right button. So Noah's going to hook us up. He's got a PTO shaft, and then Deere makes it nice. And the guys at the dealer put a new cable on, because this thing here's got a cable that runs the latches that are on down. Lord, just hit me. Got to blow all the dirt off our dry brake there. He's going to slide that on, and when he pulls down, it engages all our electrics, our hydraulics, and it latches the head, just like that. Cool. I'm going to get started, and good luck to you guys, man. I hope that ain't bad. I was just telling the camera, I feel terrible leaving, but I'm glad we got help. You guys help him, focus on him. I'm going to combine. No, I thought back to the neighbor's corn. No, I didn't. I seen it on the backup camera. I looked and thought, oh man, he's not gonna like that. First, I gotta hit my transformer button. Let's look inside. Or are you just gonna see glare? No, you can kind of see it. There we go. Look at that, guys. Check that out. Boom. It's all the way open, just like that. Okay, we're holding traffic up. I see a guy on a motorcycle. I pulled in the field and let him go because it's going to dust real bad, and I didn't want to dust it. He had a nice shiny motorcycle. Felt bad, so I pulled in, let him by, but now I've got cars that are kind of jamming it up. So we're going to sneak in, and we really tested our header control right here. We got to watch them scoop up a rock. Tested the limits right there. Okay, pull on in on a little angle, so we're not blasting people. I always kind of turn pretty quick. I know you can turn your spinners off, but just don't want to dust people on purpose if I can help it. Sorry, guys. Okay, we're in the field. I'm gonna make room for Noah so he can pull the head trailer off the road. That's gets us started. The green card will know if we're running, he'll show up. Just mainly making room is what I call it. We pull in and make room. They have those pine trees next to this pumpkin festival. I see people there. My boy attends that. He loves to go there. So obviously I don't want to do anything bad, but I do need to harvest. The wind just keeps the dust off everybody. Just in case I see wrong. Just a degree. That didn't do much. And our reel up, you can see as they bunch like that, and I just got to pick my reel up, and you can see the pile gets a little thicker. Now, if you have your reel too close, they'll ball and roll, and when they roll, that's always a bad thing.